Hello everyone, my name is Jillian. So for today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be doing my go-to everyday, literally always base routine. So we did our base routine today together, but I'm going to be showing you guys my steps, like for my foundation, my concealer, blush, bronzer, everything. And I'm also going to be showing you guys the brushes I use, the products I use, and everything. I don't show you guys my eyebrows, eyes, or lips, but if you guys do want an in-depth, like full makeup tutorial, let me know and I will do that for you guys. But yes, you guys, like I said, we're showing you guys products, everything. If anyone is learning to do their makeup, I really hope this helps you guys. But my base routine is not anything like extraordinary. It's like straight to the point, and I hope I explain it good enough for you guys to like understand, you know what I mean. Also, you guys, I do want to mention that I'm filming with my like Canon camera right now, and it's like auto focusing, and I know you guys can hear the focusing. When I did my Christmas haul, I did get a few comments like mentioning the like little noise. I know, guys, I can hear it while I'm recording as well, but if I put it on manual focus, like I can't always tell if I am in focus, and I would have to keep adjusting and everything. So I'm so sorry, guys, but we're gonna have to deal with it. I know I hear it too, I know you guys hear it. Maybe just like tune it out and like maybe you won't hear it. But anyways, if you guys want to see how I do my base routine, keep on watching and let's get started. Okay guys, the first step is going to be to put this hair back because we don't want it to get in the way. Now the actual first step is going to be skin prep. So I don't do too much skin prep. I just use this rice toner. I got this at I think TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I think Marshalls. So I just get a cotton round and then I just put some on here, and then I just do this to take off any oils from my face and stuff. Like I said, skin prep. And I also make sure to clean my under eye very good, because I feel like whenever I wash my face, I don't get there like in there that good. Because I use toner, I'm gonna put on some moisturizer. So I use the Kiehl's moisturizer, and I just put a little bit of this again because I use toner, and toner kind of like dries out your face a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna rub this in very good. And I also like to like at least moisturize my face like somewhat before my makeup, because like sometimes I have dry patches, and I feel like moisturizer just makes your makeup look like smoother and like hydrated, you know what I mean. And yeah guys, that's all for my skin prep. I'm gonna put on some Laneige because they're really a little dry. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I do for my skin prep. Let's get started on the makeup. Cheers. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera because I want to focus this video on my base routine. So let me do these eyebrows and then we'll come back. Okay guys, my eyebrows are done. Let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial. I've already done one on TikTok, but I can do another one on TikTok because I feel like it won't be long enough for YouTube. But let me know. And now we're gonna get into our foundation and everything. So the foundation I've been using for like my winter shade is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. And I have this one in the color 260, and this is a soft matte foundation. All of my foundations, I try to get them matte because I feel like my skin is kind of combination, especially around my T-zone area. So I want like a matte foundation, you know. And either way, I put powder, so like what's the point of getting a dewy foundation, you know what I mean? Also, I haven't been using primer recently. I don't know, sometimes I don't really see a difference with it, but if I do use one, it's the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. No matter what, that's my favorite primer. Guys, if you want full coverage foundation, you have to put the product on. I'm gonna go with 2 pumps because I feel like with 1 pump it's not enough coverage, especially because I have acne. So yeah. And then when I'm doing my foundation, I go ahead and conceal like the top of my brow, de una vez. And also guys, with this foundation, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it dries down pretty quickly, which I don't really like, because as you guys can tell, like I like spreading out my foundation and working with it before I actually go in and blend it out. I like to spread it out everywhere with my flat brush. I use this flat brush to put my foundation on, especially if it's like a pump one. I spread it out with this brush so that it's like even product all around, you know. So yeah, okay, I think that's pretty good. So most of my brushes are from Shop Missy. They're the AOA Studio brushes. I'm pretty sure I have them in my TikTok showcase if you guys are interested. If not, I'll try to link them down below if I remember. If it's not in my description, comment and then I'll put it. So I just use a round flat top brush to blend out my foundation. Don't look at it too closely, she's a little dirty, but I just tap in my foundation. And like I said, this one's kind of dry, so I can't always blend it out that easily, so I just put on some setting spray. I used the Makeup Revolution Infinite Mattifying Setting Spray, so I just put some of that on just to help me blend out my foundation a little bit better. Let's blend her out, and like I said, I'm just tapping her in. I spread on my foundation first so I don't have to move around the foundation too much, and I'm just like kind of blending out the edges, you know what I mean? And then I feel like that way I get like the most coverage possible. I feel like the foundation never blends that good around my nose, so I go in like circular motions with my brush so it gets in there, you know. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't really like about the Fenty foundation, is that it dries down a little too quickly for my liking. With whatever's excess on my brush, I kind of just go down my neck just so it's not too much of a contrast. Although I feel like I'm pretty good at matching my foundations, so props to me. That's our foundation done. Now onto concealer. Here is my go-to concealer combo. First is a Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer, and I use this in the shade 22N Light Neutral. I use this in a pretty light shade. And then I use a Born This Way concealer. Guys, this concealer is so freaking good, but this concealer is more of like my skin shade, so this is in the shade Golden Beige. Here is how I apply my concealer. I applied my lighter concealer right in the inner corner of my eyes, and I do put quite a bit because I feel like concealer is like my favorite part of like my makeup. I feel like it just makes the makeup look like makeup, you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. With the Born This Way concealer, which is like my shade, I put a little bit on my outer corner just so that it blends out, so it's like bright in the middle and then it like fades into my skin, you know what I mean? So these are my two concealers. To blend my concealer, guys, I know a lot of people like blending their concealer with a brush, but I don't know if I'm just using the wrong brush or what, or like I just don't do it right, but I don't like how it comes out and it takes forever to blend. Like, I don't like it. So I'm gonna use a beauty blender again. She's kind of dirty. I think this one, it's like the Care Bears collection with Shein. I got it in like a pack. I don't really like to use a dry sponge. Like sometimes if I'm too lazy to go wet it, then I'll use it dry, it's fine. But for the most part, I like to use a wet sponge. I just feel like it blends it out like better, because I feel like a dry sponge just soaks up all the product. I don't know. To blend it out, I kind of start tapping it in my inner corner where the lighter shade is at. So I tap it in there, blend it into my inner corner and all that, and then I slowly bring it out to where the darker shade is at, and then I kind of blend those two together right there and bringing that in all over. The shades are blending, but like the highlighted part is staying on my inner corner, and then I blend it out up to my eyebrow type thing, like up, you know. I feel like with all my products, I apply them like going upwards because I do have more of a rounded face. So yeah, it's pretty much blended on the inner corner, and with whatever's left on the sponge, I just blend it down so it blends down into my foundation, and that's my concealer. It's pretty easy. And guys, I do want to say that I feel like I do switch up my products a lot, but the steps stay the same and like the shades stay the same, but the products I'm showing you guys right now are like my favorite products and like the products that I do use like on a daily basis, you know what I mean? And then whatever's left on my sponge, I do go into my T-zone area, so around my nose, on my upper lip, my chin, and then my forehead, just to kind of even everything out. Alright guys, those are the under eyes. Now to set them. So to set my under eyes and my whole face, I use the Kimchi Puff Puff Pass powder. I've been using this powder, I want to say for I've been using it for over a year, like a year and a half. I started using it of summer 2023 and we haven't gone back since. It's like one of my favorite setting powders, but I use a powder puff and I tap it in a good amount and I top off the excess in the jar, but I try to keep a good amount in it, and then I tap it into my under eyes. Wherever I put the concealer is where I tap it in. So I first tap it in like in the motion that I blended it out, and then I blend that down into my cheek just so that it's not like super harsh and white, you know what I mean? And then whatever's left on that, I go ahead and set my eyes because I feel like my eyes crease a lot. But now to set my face, I kind of do the same thing. I start off with my lips. I don't put too much powder, but just like blend it out the powder. I don't really bake. Sometimes I do, but for the most part I don't really bake. But I literally just go all around my face, especially the areas that I get like oily. I just tap in the powder. I kind of carve this out just a little bit, but not too much. And then I'm just tapping in the excess, because I feel like also if I don't set my face, whenever I go in with bronzer or blush, if the foundation is still wet, I feel like it looks like patchy, you know what I mean? So I try to set my face as well. Guys, let me know if you guys are doing your makeup while I'm doing my makeup. That's so fun. I feel like I've always wanted to do it, like watch a video and do my makeup with them how they do it, but I've never done it. So let me know if you guys are. That's like so fun. Oh my god. Next step is going to be bronzer. For the most part I use powder bronzer. I don't really use cream bronzer or like blush or anything. I do have it, but it's like I forget to use it, and then I feel like it doesn't really make a difference for me, honestly. But the bronzer I use is not even bronzer, girl. It's the Jaclyn Hill pressed powder in brightening deep. I think I found this in Marshall's and I was like, wait, that kind of looks like a good bronzer shade, but this is what it looks like. I love the packaging. But as you guys can tell, I hit pan. I think I've had this since the summer. For my bronzer, I use a fluffy angled brush. This one, I'm pretty sure it's meant for blush, but I like using fluffy brushes for my bronzer. And then I feel like the angle also helps. So I just tap it in a little bit or a lot and dust off the excess. The key is to go in circular motions, y'all. So I always start with my hand first. I don't know why. For my bronzer, I start where my sideburn is at, like where my cheekbone ends, like right under my cheekbone or right on top of it, I guess. And like I said, I start at my sideburn and I try not to bring it too much to the middle of my face, because then I feel like it kind of looks muddy. So like I said, circular motions, circular motions. So we start at the sideburn. And I put most of the product right here and I blend it down just a tiny bit, but like I said, not to the middle of my face. I stop like right here. So I'm just blending it, and I feel like it blends super easily. And then keep on going with those circular motions. I bring it up to my forehead. I don't add any more product because I feel like whatever I already grabbed is enough for this half of my face. So I kind of go in a 3 like this, starting at my cheekbone, going up to my forehead, and then back down, and then to my jawline, just whatever's left on the brush. Guys, I used to hate like putting bronzer on my jawline because I feel like it always left like a super harsh line, and like you could tell. So now I just put whatever's left on my brush, and that is the bronzer. You guys can see like the difference. I love bronzer. Guys, when I first started wearing makeup, I would only wear bronzer. I would never put blush, and now I love blush. Like now I feel weird not putting blush on, you know what I mean? But I feel like bronzer is such a crucial step in my makeup, at least. My bronzer technique I don't think has ever changed, or the amount of bronzer. I've always been a bronzer girly. Alright, you guys, bronzer is on the outer part of my face, but now with whatever's left on my brush, we don't get new product. I get like the edge of the angled brush, and then I push it against my nose and go like this. I don't really know how to contour my nose. This is the most I'll do it, but I literally go how you would contour your nose, but just with a fluffy brush. I do want to try nose contouring, but I think this is good for now. Yeah, guys, that's my little nose contour. If I'm not gonna do eyeshadow, I just get, again, whatever's left on the brush, and then I just put it on my eyelids, and then that adds a little bit more color to my face and acts like an eyeshadow. Now onto blush, another one of my favorite parts. So the blush I've been using is a Juvia's Place Volume 4 blush palette, and it's like the pinky cool tone pinks. So my blush brush, oh my god, again, I got it at Marshall's. It's from the brand Gala. This is the brush, and it's a deluxe powder brush 301. That's the name of the brush. But I love this brush for blush because, I don't know, I like my blush to be blended out and not so harsh, because I feel like I did used to use an angled brush how I do for my bronzer, but I felt like it would be like too much of a line and it wouldn't blend it out. So I started using this powder brush and I love it. For my blush, I tap the darker shade once and then I tap the lighter shade a whole bunch because this blush is super pigmented. Tap it again and tap this again, and I make sure to coat my whole brush. And then once I have the product on my blush, I start tapping it in at the like my cheekbone, like right on top. I tap, guys, everything is tapped. So we start tapping it here, and then I start moving up and down again, going at like at an angle like this. So I kind of blend it up to my brows. I know a lot of people blend their brush to their under eye, but I just don't like how it looks. I feel like it makes my makeup look weird. But yeah, guys, that's how I apply this blush. And then whatever's left on the brush, I tap it onto my nose a little bit, and then on my forehead and my chin, again, to even out everything on my face. And then we do the same thing to the other side. When I first got this blush, guys, I was like so scared by it because the first time I used it, I put way too much. Like, I didn't know it was that pigmented, and I didn't use it for a while because I was scared of it. But now it's like the blush I use every day. That's my blush, and that's pretty much it for my base routine. We are gonna go in with some more setting spray. I am running low on this one, so we'll see how much we get. But I do like to add a lot of setting spray because I just feel like that's what locks in my makeup. That is my complete base routine. I'm gonna finish my eyes and my lips, and then we'll come back to see how everything looks together. Okay guys, I finished my makeup, and doing my eyes and my lips pulled everything together, guys. My makeup looks so good. I really like how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know what you guys think about my base routine. I feel like it's like pretty basic. It's not out of this world, but it works, you know what I mean? I've gotten a few comments asking me to do like an in-depth makeup tutorial with like products and everything, guys, and I always like want to show my products in my TikTok videos, but I always forget. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just like do it, but I will try to do it because like I said, like I do use these products for the most part, but there's like some days where I switch it up. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna make it a point to show you guys my products in my TikTok Get Ready With Me's. Again, let me know what you guys think about my base routine. Let me know if you guys were getting ready with me throughout this video. But yes, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.